Hi Lisa, a very bleached out Clark here tonight. The first thing you need to do is go to bed and take some NyQuil. Okay? Get healthy, get healthy. I don't want you up here in New England when you're sick, coughing all over JT. So we need to get you healthy. So answer a couple of your questions. Number one, what am I doing for 4 hours a night? I am trying to get this networking thing going. What I'm trying to do is to go into my my bucket list of companies, and I'm sending out contacts, or I should say requests for LinkedIn contact is what I do, and I find that takes quite a while. Combine that, and by the way, very bad rate of return on that kind of thing. Yeah, we're supposed to do 50 a week. I'm lucky if I can get 5 a week. I mean, I'm shooting out 10 a night and getting almost nothing back. So that's the first thing I'm doing. The other thing I'm doing is there's some jobs at my bucket list companies that are coming open. So I am taking my base resume and putting a few tweaks in, hitting those keywords, and getting them out to those particular companies. The other thing that's going on right now is these people I know that are not in my bucket list companies. There are jobs coming open at their companies that are very attractive, and I'm having to tweak my resume a little bit and prepare cover letters to go out for that. So like the cover letter that you read, and you know what? As soon as I read it, I agree with what you said. But that cover letter for Kronos, that probably took me an hour and a half to write. They don't come real easily at this point in time, and as you can see, they're not coming exactly right the first point either. Now, unfortunately, for that particular one, that window has closed, and when I heard it was going to close, I just sent off what I had. They held it open for a very short period of time. Oh, and my person on the inside was just hired there 2 weeks ago. So she doesn't know anybody, so that's why I don't think she's going to have very much traction. So I'm just feeling that for the amount of time and effort I'm putting in, which I'm not getting a real good return on it right now. So it's working that trying to get to that 50 every week. It's Google alerts, reading the Google alerts that come in on each of these people, each of these bucket list companies. I bet there are one of my companies gets five a day, maybe 4 a day. So I'm reading all of these and trying to learn more about the companies. Now it's helping. It's helping a lot. So the other thing I've been doing is my closer friends have said, hey, here is my my contact list. I've got 500 plus people. Go ahead and scroll through them and see if you can find anybody at any company that you want to connect to, and I'll introduce you to them. So maybe that's backwards. I'm not sure. Maybe that's where I'm getting stalled down. But I am spending a good 4 hours a night every night on this, and about 8 hours on Saturday trying to get this thing rolling. The other thing I do is writing the blog. JT had told me a long time ago it was important to have that blog out there and going, so I'm trying to get my blog stuff back in gear. So I guess to summarize, I'm getting the traction as far as I am getting more. I'm learning about more opportunities. The growth that I'm having in my LinkedIn is positive bucket list growth. It's not as fast as I feel that it should be happening. I have watched all the videos, and I try to watch another one every night to try to stay up with what's going on out there. So so it's been a little rugged, and I guess I feel like that I should be further along at this point in the game. Now I know I'm only 60 days into this thing, but I'm just feeling that there's not enough going on, and there are so many particular things that happen that I'm not really sure how to address. For instance, that first informational interview that I had a wonderful time. Sat down and talked to the guy, and actually I have a informational interview with the CEO of that company coming up here in the near future. Well, this morning I go in to look, and there's a job open there. There's a position open. So here I am in the middle now. What do? I'm not supposed to, well, I'm not supposed to, but I really shouldn't go and ask him for the job, but it's open now. So it's kind of this funky, what do I do? And now if I go and I sit down with the CEO, who's the one the job answers to, it looks even more odd and strange, like I'm playing somebody. So that's where I'm kind of feeling squishy. The other thing is I am still not happy with my resume. I don't feel it's very strong, and I'm constantly looking at that and picking at it and trying to tweak it a little bit. And the idea being that I'm not sure. I think it's too vague. It doesn't read like my friend who just got hired, who it says Tom Giffen, CPA, tax accountant. I mean, it's very clear what he does. Mine's not that way. And so I'm wondering if I just have to find an industry and just kind of cram myself into it. And what's on my resume and my LinkedIn now is more of what I do to make that particular widget more successful, which is what I guess it is now. Now, the other thing I will say is, over the weekend, I had my first 2 recruiters in looking at my resume. Now, unfortunately, they were from North Dakota and California, but it's the first time I have ever seen a recruiter look at my resume. So that's some of the things that are going on in my head. For instance, tonight I'm going to try to clean up my blog. I've got a list of 14 things I wrote out that I want to get done tonight about, and literally there's 14 different task list, if you will, punch list that I want to get done today to try to get out there and network more. So I've created spreadsheets that tell me who I'm sending what to, and I guess I'm, I have a date coming up that's kind of uncomfortable. So, and I agree with you. I actually one time went to a job and about something you said about me, and at the end she said, "I'd hire you, but you're too enthusiastic. We can't take that much enthusiasm here. It just runs our people over." So, yeah, what are you supposed to do? Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'll zip this out to you, and again, sleep and NyQuil, please. All right, catch you later. Bye-bye.